There are some common mistakes that folks who are injured in bus accidents make. One of the most common mistakes is that if you're a passenger on the bus that ends up in an accident, you don't immediately tell the driver that you were injured. You get off the bus and you go about your way, and 3 days later you got an ache in your neck, or you're stiff, or you notice some type of injury to your body, and then all of a sudden you're injured. There's those 3 days that you didn't say anything, where the insurance company is going to try to say, well, we don't know if you got that from playing basketball, or we don't know if you got that from throwing cake on your baby at their birthday party. They'll come up with all kind of ridiculous marginal things to try to mitigate the fact that you were injured on the bus. So if you're a passenger on a bus, it's dutiful for you to say right up front, hey, Mr. Bus Driver, I was injured on this bus. I don't care if it was just a rear end or a fender bender. If you're injured, you're injured. Let the bus driver know immediately. Then there are other things, mistakes that folks make relate to bus injuries. Some of them they make in other cases. They go out, as soon as they have the bus injury, they caught the bus to the park to go play basketball. Bus gets in an accident on the way. They get off the bus, and guess what they do? Go on to the park and play basketball. Well, that's not the smartest thing to do if you're going to claim that you were injured by this. And so I would behoove you, if you feel like you've been injured in a bus accident, stop for a minute. Think about the injury. Make sure you go to the hospital immediately. If you need to be transported, great, be transported. Don't wait 4 or 5 days to go to the hospital. Go get treated immediately so that it shows that you sought out treatment immediately, because all of these things will come up. There are things that the insurance company and the adverse party will use against you to work against your claim, to minimize the amount of damage, to sprinkle doubt over the fact of whether you were actually injured or not. And so don't make those, don't post silly things about it on Facebook. Hey, I got in a bus accident. Thank God, though, I didn't die. Be careful with all of that stuff, because they'll go back and research your Facebook page, subpoena all of that stuff, and see on there where you said, yeah, you were grateful that you were alive, and then you say, but I'm not hurt. Then they're going to say, well, why are you saying you're not hurt here, but now you are hurt 10 days later? You got to be careful. These folks will use everything that they can against you to not pay you what you're worth. And so call a lawyer immediately. Call our office, whether after hours or on the weekend, it doesn't matter. Call us. We'll kind of walk you through the process of what you need to do if you've been involved in a bus injury accident as a passenger, as a driver, as a party in another vehicle.